This is the world's smartest 4K webcam that's powered by AI, and it just might be what you're looking for to take your content creation to the next level. Priced at $329, this is not for the faint of heart. Nor is this targeted for people that just want to look nice in their Zoom meetings. In fact, this is $29 more than the Insta 360 Link. But how exactly does this compare? The biggest difference between this and the Insta 360 Link is the sensor. The Tiny 2 has a 1.5 CMOS sensor compared to the Link's half sensor. This means the Tiny 2 can gather more light in a single shot. Okay, so looking at the images side to side, we can see that the Tiny 2 is more soft around the edges, but the shadows and highlights are more balanced, whereas the Link has some areas where it's slightly overexposed. But I do like how sharp the Link footage is. I can see more detail from my shirt and from the leaves in the background. So if you like sharper and brighter colors, the Link has a better profile. Okay, let's do low light. Oh wow. Yeah, low light situation is a different story. I think the Tiny 2 does a tiny bit better because of the dynamic range. I just feel like the highlights and shadows are more balanced on the Tiny 2, and it's able to retain most of the detail in the shadows, like in my hair, for example. It's just way too dark on the Link. Auto tracking is one of the strongest suits of the Tiny 2, and it does noticeably better than the Link. The AI tracking does seem a bit more snappy and responsive, and it doesn't get easily distracted if there is an object in front of it. With the 2-axis gimbal and deep learning algorithm, the Tiny 2 is able to accurately and fluently track and keep me in focus throughout the video. And then when you want the webcam to stop tracking, you just simply hold up your hand. The zoom feature is also pretty nuts on the Tiny 2. You can also zoom in by using the Fortnite L gesture, and you can kind of see how fast it is compared to the Link. That's actually pretty damn fast. And sometimes it's spotty on the Link. But the only downside is you can't really adjust how far you want to zoom in and out. You got to be quick. So let's say I want to zoom in, and then I gotta let go. Okay. Whereas on the Link, you can kind of adjust how much you want to go, and then you can stop. It's a lot easier to control as opposed to the Tiny 2. It's either in and out really quick. Yeah, it's gonna be really difficult. And usually there's like a 1-second delay when you're looking at the footage, so you have to stop 1 second early. It's using their all-pixel autofocus technology. Every pixel over the 50 megapixel sensor surface provides accurate and 4 times faster focusing. You can also zoom in more than twice the distance of the Link, which can come in handy in situations where you are really far away from the webcam. I wouldn't use it for small text as it becomes unreadable at this distance, but it's a useful feature to have. What's cool is that you don't have to use the hand gestures if you don't want to. You can use voice commands instead. Sleep, Tiny. Hi, Tiny. Zoom in closer. Zoom out further. Unlock me. Track me. Position 2. Position 3. Position 1. The Tiny 2 also comes with a remote, so you can dish the voice and hand gestures all together and just use the remote for convenience. You got the preset options on here. You can also zoom and a few other useful shortcuts if you're far away from your PC. Beauty mode is a trip. You can slightly change how you look on camera. I'm not exactly sure why this feature is here, but I guess it's cool. So there are 3 presets that you can select from, but you can also customize each one to your liking or completely make one from scratch. It literally feels like you're creating an MMO character on yourself. However, I think the most useful feature in this category is the blur effect. I wouldn't max it out because it looks pretty bad at 100%, but I think 25% is tolerable if you want to add a bit of privacy. Desk mode is pretty self-explanatory. It rotates the camera towards the desk and distorts the image so that it looks like a drop-down angle, which is perfect if you're doing a demonstration on the desk or you're drawing something on a piece of paper. And whiteboard does the same thing as it does on the Link. The camera will automatically crop the frame to make sure that the whiteboard is the focus of the shot. Very useful for teachers or anyone doing presentations. So in conclusion, do not drop the webcam. Jesus. So in conclusion, boys and girls, I think the OBSBOT Tiny 2 is a pretty neat 4K webcam. It's certainly more advanced than the Insta360 Link, that's for sure, which explains why it's $29 more. There are a few things I do like with the Tiny 2 over the Link. For example, the really nice low light performance, the insanely fast zoom and accurate tracking, along with the voice commands. I think those are very useful features to have while you're using a webcam for teaching or streaming or whatever. But if you guys are looking to just upgrade your webcam for casual Zoom calls or FaceTiming with your wife's boyfriend, then I can't see this as an investment. The question you have to ask yourself, is there potential ROI if I purchase this webcam? If there isn't ROI, it's gonna be difficult to swallow the price tag. Lucky for you guys, there's actually a 10% discount code dropping the price lower than the Insta360 Link. Just put in the code TS10 during checkout. But I got even more good news. We are giving away 3 OBSBOT Tiny 2s over on my Discord server. More details will be in the announcement section, so click the link below to join today. Either way, I'll drop a link to the OBSBOT Tiny 2 below if you guys want to check it out. Thank you so much for watching as always, and I'll see you very soon in the next one.